What I do is I just take one of my die cases here and dump this bulk powder into it. Popping some powder in the scale until I get the amount I need here. It's going to take a minute. Need a bigger scoop. I got too much. Take a little bit more out here. I'll probably have to put some more back in. Alright. Set on 220 grains. We're on 0. So I'm going to take my powder funnel here. A little cheap funnel. Barely fits on the case. You got to be careful. Just barely fits over it. Okay. And I got my charge set here. Pull it up nice and easy. Line that funnel up and dump it. I'm going to set my charged case over here by the projectiles, so I know it's a charged case. Alright, now I have my 5 cases. They're all 5 charged. I guess you can't really see it, but what I go ahead and do, I go ahead and stick these monster projectiles in them, so that way if I do dump them over, they won't spill. I've had a few accidents, so I try to take that little precaution there. By the way, these are 690 grains, I believe, the South African ball tips. And just various brass. I've got a few Barrett, one PMC, and some Lake City. But, okay. Now I got all of them, so that way they don't spill if I accidentally tip them. Now this die is pretty much already set up, so I'm going to drop it down to where I had it set for the last time I loaded them. Maybe back it off just a hair, just in case it did drop. And then get my calipers out and I'll back my die off a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick one of these up in here. Go ahead and see where it's putting them at. Measure them, compare them to the others. I might have to toss this round out because it looks like it got too pushed down in there too far. But I'll go ahead and measure it just in case. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and lock out my caliper here. I've got the round locked into it. Well, now it fell, but what I'll do is I'll take my Barrett round here, put it in the caliper, and it's showing that it's just a hair shorter than the Barrett. Just barely. So I'll stick the hunter shack in, and it's fitting in there loosely. So that's why I go in between, because the Barrett's, you know, a hair longer than the hunter shack. This one fits in there perfect. That overall length here is what I have set is 5.4.19. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that as my setting. Alright, there's all 5 of them seated to the same height. There's only one step left, which is not mandatory for a bolt action, which is what I'm shooting. But there is a potential gain in accuracy if you crimp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my crimp die up here. And put my factory crimp on them, and then these rounds are good to go in the old ammo can. Now I've already got this stuff pretty well set up from the last time I loaded, but I still want to check. You don't want to put too much of a crimp on, or, none at all, because it won't give you any kind of benefit if you don't get it in there. But we'll slide this up in here and see how much of a crimp we can't get out of it. It's a pretty good crimp. I think I might back it off just a hair. Yeah, right there is perfect. Go ahead and run these up through the crimp. That's pretty much it.